Unit, second over to Charlie Back 8 at 0953.
Probably in for about $30 million already, a lot of money. But other people are in for 3, 4, 5 times that.
They got there at 0800. Contact, there's no contact, but the employee was
So we are going to be monitoring this for you guys.
424 Bravo. David, copy. It's going to be a fight 6145 North 35th Avenue at the Walmart. Callers in a verbal with a male in the parking lot near a 20-foot camper by the car wash. It's a black male wearing a black shirt and black.
We welcome you guys all to Fox 10 News Now, part of
Fox10Phoenix.com. Is there a unit follow?
As you can look at this backup here because of the protesters. Because the protesters blocked this street here. You can see the backup from the cars. This is all happening live right here on the Fox 10 News Now, part of Fox10Phoenix.com.
624 Bravo for info. Just making sure you're still code 4 on northern. Step 4. Okay, thanks. 621 David, 22 David, checking 74. 10-4.
Dixon Henry with the subject following Ray Road and Mountain Parkway 434B. Chorus, caller the male is yelling. Oh, sorry, caller saying the male is yelling and making a scene, saying there is a snake in his car. Caller hasn't approached the subject, unknown if I'm 237 David or if an actual snake in the vehicle. There's a Lydia. Sorry, no one for contact at 1006. Is there a unit follow? North Cave Creek in the Audible at 2040 West Pinnacle Peak Road.
This should be very interesting to see how this all plays out, everybody, as we see protesters are blocking the road in to the rally site for this Donald Trump rally that's supposed to start in about less than 90 minutes away here. So we are going to be monitoring this to see what happens and how this all unfolds right here.
722 Bravo.
722 Bravo.
Trespassers at 903 North 30th Street. It's outside of the steps of the duplex. 3 transients refused to leave. Hispanic and white male and a Hispanic female. Complainant was contacted at 1007. You back up.
72 Bravo.
72 Bravo, copy for the backup.
Can you see the length of the 487 at the same 20? Okay, I can go to them too if it helps.
Okay, I'll let him know.
487 or the same 20. Is their link. Okay. 961 300 West Camelback. It says it's near the light rail. Not sure what direction, and it's a red Ford Focus and a white car at 1008. David.
10-4, thank you.
15 Davidson on 503.
715 David, 10-4.
All right, you can see police now on the site here as they're trying to talk to these protesters. You can see signs that says "Shut Down Trump." Looks like a coalition of them got together and wanted to stop this rally happening in Fountain Hills. So we're going to see how this all unfolds, what happens. You are watching this live, though, on Fox 10 News Now, part of fox10phoenix.com.
From 172.
627, 1009 hours.
Zero 22 60811.
To get a hold of Patrol 10 unless he's on the 1021, and I left a message for him to call me. I do not have a ETA for the mobile field force.
Robert, 187.
Ma'am.
Negative 1029, 1027, valid operator class D, David, motorcycle endorsed.
Thank you.
Full permit, 1011 hours. West unit for a code 34 blocking northbound I-17 north of Carefree Highway.
William 143, I can be en route from Bell.
William 143 from Bell. It's going to be a black Camaro in the left lane going about 25 miles an hour, but is still moving, almost getting hit by their vehicles.
187, I'll be done here in a bit, ma'am.
10-4. William 143, copy direct.
Thanks.
10-4.
Okay, folks, you are watching Fox 10 News Now, part of fox10phoenix.com, and we have a scene right here as protesters have blocked the area here. They're about to be towed here. Banners are coming down. Dump Trump is what they say. You are watching this live, all unfolding right now, as protesters have blocked the main entryway into the rally site in Fountain Hills, and we're getting close to an hour away from the rally.
Seven 22 Bravo. It's going to be called for here on 33 subject long time, mate.
722 Bravo, copy, call for. That looks like the subject's left. 70
Bravo, copy.
10-4.
Bravo for the fight.
732 Bravo, 10-4. It's going to be 5th Avenue, Linwood. Mail in 1-1 with a loud verbal. Last seen is westbound on Linwood. White and black hair with gray. Looks like prescription glasses, gray shirt and jeans. We got nothing further on the 1-1. No contact. They had 1013. You back up.
735 Adam.
735 Adam, 2-4.
Watching this live right now unfold. Protesters' trucks are now being towed because they are blocking a major road into the
Wagon 1.
rally site here.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have a female that can do a search for us over here, Central Booking, please?
I have 431 David headed over there for a 500 unit to do a 1060.
You're awesome. Thank you very much.
Wagon 1, is it going to be for the 500 unit, or is it for someone you have?
No, it's for us.
Okay.
Wagon 1, I'll be back on 200 now.
10-4.
423 Bravo.
Is that 23 Bravo?
10-4, ma'am.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure which unit needed a wagon, but I'm on 15th Street and Vineyard if they want to stop by. I could do it here for the 1060.
It's Wagon 1 over at Central Booking, but I have 431 David headed over there for a 1060 detail with 500.
Not a problem. Thank you, ma'am.
'23 on 3902 East Larkspur, 12,400 north.
Thanks.
'932 David.
I have an audible 15458 North 28th Avenue. It was an audible from the North office glass break at 10:15. Is there a unit to follow?
34 David.
934 David, copy.
31 Bravo. I'm close. I can follow also.
931 Bravo, copy.
Pinnacle Peaks coming from a west yard at 1016.
24 Bravo for traffic.
You are all watching this all unfold live right here on the Fox 10 News Now stream. Welcome, everybody. We are just getting close to an hour away from the Donald Trump rally here in Fountain Hills.
Bravo for traffic.
As you can see, protesters have blocked this roadway, preventing supporters from coming in and filing in. As Skyfox does pan out, you're going to see this major backup happen.
My complainant on the criminal damage over here on Black Canyon, if you can status me here.
And look at that shot. Wow. That is a major backup because of these protesters here.
7902 North Black Canyon Freeway.
Copy. Sir, unit for 962 at 28th Street is Sheridan, 722B.
David, in the audible.
925 David, copy. It's going to be in audible 3411 West Northern Avenue Wireless Express, unit G, audible direct from the keypad at 1018. Is there a unit to follow?
Subject is unconscious, hit a tree. Again, Charlie Vic 7 is 1018.
Send me 509245 on Cave Creek. I've read it all advised, probably 901 Henry.
Okay, so far, thank you. At 1018.
Patrol 92 for info.
92.
Just wanted to advise you, we have one priority 3 call holding over the time limit.
24 North Cave Creek. Shuffle for 9th Street and Ross. The domestic violence, 15,826 North 32nd Street. I wanted to guess 19,635 North Cave Creek. And 491 Charles, 15,826 North 32nd Street.
I'm 232, David. Can you next?
2 David, 10-4. 60,440 North 33rd Way. Check welfare. Says complainant's mom is the owner. Is it a nursing home? Because I got a call from the neighbor that the step kids are there removing items from the house. Client has not been contacted. I don't know if they're supposed to be there or not. It's 10-20 hours. 3 units following.
Hey, 32 Edwards.
32 Edwards.
We're close to that audible, so go ahead and send it to us.
Okay, so that resident, 4510 West Lodge Drive, 10,200 South. It's coming from the main garage door at 10-20 hours.
Welcome, everybody, to the Fox 10 News Now stream, part of fox10phoenix.com. We are watching live in Fountain Hills, protesters blocking traffic near the site of where the rally is going to take place an hour from now. So we are all watching this unfold, happening right now. Anything can happen at this point. That's why we ask you to continue to watch. We got more than 3,000 of you guys watching at this very moment, and we're expecting thousands more as we get closer to rally time.
Thank you.
Everyone roll code for its employees.
United Room Bravo, copy code for the employee, reference 15458 North 20th Avenue.
Can you show me that? Yes, okay.
10-4.
David, copy.
Copy.
10-4.
Here we go, very tense situation as this one Jeep is trying to get through and protesters are clamoring at this Jeep here.
Information for 800 units, reference to shots fired at 4523 West Granada. Had a description of a dark blue Jeep Grand Cherokee, unknown on the plate, last time going westbound from that 20. We did have a couple of shell casings found in the area of 4507 West Granada. Traffic is back on the frequency at 10:23 hours.
From 14B. .632, David.
You can see signs there that say "Shut down Trump," as protesters are still blocking traffic here. They were able to get two trucks out of the way that were blocking the traffic, but now people are still in the middle of the roadway here. We're getting close to an hour away from the Donald Trump rally in Fountain Hills, where This is going to be quite some backup here.
750437 and fire 17 at 1024. Units follow. This is 1 Bravo. 31 Bravo 10-4.
Charlie, 15826 North 32nd Street, an unwanted guest at 30th Place in Taro, and a domestic violence 1110 East Greenway. West Unit for delivery, eastbound 101 at I-17.
Service 1424, I'm 1090 from Union Hills and 101.
Service 1424, 101 in Union. RP's advising there's a toilet in the number 1 lane.
There's what in highway?
Advising there's a toilet in the number 1 lane.
10-4, 1019.
1025 hours.
Need a unit for code 34 westbound 202 at Scottsdale for a motorcycle and rider in the median.
Edward 1 McCallum.
Edward 42810 411 McCallops at 1026. MDC, southbound 17 Peoria.
And going through it.
10-4, 1026.
Lincoln Ocean. First name Adam Sam Henry. Lincoln Edward Edward. Middle name is Taylor. White female DOB is 32596.
187 surgery, negative 1029, no record. Do you have an OLN number?
Yeah. David 05-859-284.
Arizona 1028, similar to Robert Nora Mary 668.
Standard 1, David, copy.
This male acting strangely just ingested a white powdery substance. He's hugging the stop sign now. He's a white male, red tank top, a flag on his hat, heavy set, and possibly a small pipe in his hand. He's got a shopping cart. 1027.
Dylan, bracket time. Loser wears the suit. Lucky Gear, we got you. Gonzaga, Chopper's not feeling it. Fraternity, Jayhawks. Thanks, Lady Luck. UPS Returns helps companies solve for the needs of customers like Dylan.
Is there any units available for Tampa? This is 28th Street, Sheridan, Pheonix 7.
David, for traffic.
Welcome, everybody. We are still watching this all unfold. We've been seeing this for about the last 25 minutes. Protesters near Fountain Hills, where they are blocking this road here to allow supporters to come in. You can see the sign there that says "Shut Down Trump." They only have one goal, is to shut down this rally before it even starts. So this should be a...
All right, let me get that for you. Hold on.
A prelude of what might happen today at the rally. This could be... anything can happen. You are watching this all unfold live right now.
412 Bravo,
412 Bravo.
We'll be at 19th Avenue and Broadway. Silver Audi, no plate.
Turn out a unit for 19th Avenue and Broadway for a silver Audi with no plate.
Unit phone. Unit to follow in the 911 here. Call 2102 West Dunlap.
62 Bravo.
62 Bravo, 10-4, thanks.
Your church now. We'll be 17 your way shortly. 222 Bravo, I copy, thank you.
Doing in the area. It's 10:30. Unit to follow.
Dylan, bracket time. Loser wears the suit. Lucky Gear, we got you. Gonzaga, Chopper's not feeling it. Fraternity, Jayhawks. Thanks, Lady Luck. UPS Returns helps companies solve for the needs of customers like Dylan.
Engine 31 to Phoenix PD.
Engine 31.
We have a unit assigned to our call on 65th and Greenway.
Yeah, we've got a couple units responding there right now.
Okay, our customer just left on foot northbound. He's just north of Greenway on 64th Street. He's got a blue cap, long gray T-shirt on.
631 Bravo. Fires out at 6501 East Greenway. The subject just took off on foot northbound. He's just north of Greenway on 64th Street. He's got a blue cap and a long gray T-shirt.
Okay. Did you say he had a blue cap on?
Yeah, 10-4 and a long gray T-shirt.
All right. I'm not too far from there, so I'm going to call it though. Okay. Engine 31 Phoenix PD. Now it appears he's on the westbound side of 64th Street, possibly at the Shell gas station or the motel.
Yeah, he's possibly at the Shell station or the motel there on the west side of 64th Street.
652-10-4. 655. The manual line's being worked off of Lakes 2.
Copy Lakes 2. I'll go to Lakes 2.
So far.
Yeah, Miss Charles. 613.
Yeah, of course.
Six TP, come in on 585.
Sure.
414 Bravo, copy 23. This is information only, 1033.
To know everybody in his beat. He went door to door. He was invited into their homes for dinner. He looked after the elderly living relatives if there was problems. He was a regular presence at the Boys and Girls Club, inspiring their youth to live a good life and get the education they needed. He cleaned up a park and got rid of the drug dealers so that the children would once again play in the park, and he patrolled the area to make sure all of those children were safe. He helped to provide an annual Thanksgiving dinner to bring his community together, played soccer and kickball with the youth on his days off, shop for less fortunate children at Christmas with his own money. A bike Brandon bought was delivered to a child in his beat after his death that a co-worker took care of making sure was delivered as promised. A lot of these stories I found out after his death. This was the kind of man my son was. This was the kind of police officer my son was. Was.
To Anna or John Suarez, 8240 South Capital, 29 negative 8 to 60.
Of concern that this administration has for American citizens. Brandon Mendoza, Grant Ronnebeck, Dominic Durden, Matthew Maloney, Joshua Wilkerson, Kate Steinley, Drew Rosenberg, Spencer Goldack. These are 8 young men and women who were killed by illegals who committed crimes in this country and were back on our streets with little or no jail time. Mr. Trump has been a voice for all of us who have had a loved one killed by an illegal.
All right, you can see now, folks, that the protesters are still here, and now they are sitting down and they are tying themselves together
tell our stories.
in an effort to try to stop this rally from happening.
Your concerns and your hurt and your loss. Maria Espinosa with the Remembrance Project has sent a letter out to all the candidates asking them for help for forgotten American citizens left with shattered lives after losing a loved one. There are plenty of publicly funded resources for illegal criminals, but there is nothing for an American citizen affected by their crimes. Isn't it time that our government gave a damn about Americans? This is an American problem. Illegals, criminals shouldn't be shown leniency as it costs innocent Americans their lives. We need the wall, and we need to pay attention to any and all serious threats coming across our borders now. If we continue to ignore this problem, then you need to just stay tuned, because this reality show is coming to a family near you. Please don't let this happen. Please be a proud American and make a difference. Get everyone you know involved. Vote Tuesday and have your voices heard in Arizona. We need someone like Donald Trump in Washington. And all serious threats coming across. Brandon's life matters. Thank you.
Or whatever need us, call us back out.
81 Bravo, copy.
Copy that, thank you.
You know what I love about history? What makes someone a bad president? It's full of really interesting people.
Jackson, he opened the White House to everyone for his inauguration, and they can't
Yeah, 41 Bravo. All these transports.
On my new show, some friends and I are going to debate the people and the issues that are history's most fascinating.
When the Pilgrims came over on the Mayflower, they ran out of beer up around Plymouth, and then they decided, all right, we got to just get out here.
So that was the first beer run?
An hour, 1051 down to FPS.
Lombardo is apparently auditioning for Trump security.
24 Bravo, did you copy the picture, Bravo?
How you doing?
Hey, he said he took care of the call on the line that you did 1022.
Copy that.
Okay, copy.
11 traffic, Eastern District 1, 145-8491, 6454 East University, 6454 East University, unit number 19 is unit supplying and offering on Eastern Computer Company.
Mob funded? Excuse me. Mob funded. Is it mob funded? Get your head out of your communist!
Spaces available for you.
So right now our chopper is going to another location. Keep you guys updated.
We're getting cattled.
As we're getting closer, 45 minutes out from the Donald Trump rally live in Fountain Hill.
That can't move. They've got us. Lombardo. Vile. Photographer. Off of sidewalk. This guy's occupying the sidewalk. He's obstructing pedestrian traffic.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
You are watching what happened just moments ago as protesters were blocking the road there.
Occupying the sidewalk and obstructing pedestrian traffic. Boo!
Sufficient spaces available for use by other pedestrians. Unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walking in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct via violation of New York State water law. This is the New York City Police Department. Angel, please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk pedestrian or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing the sidewalks. Groups of unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walking in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State law. This is the New York City in charge of
the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use.
All right, guys, we're kettled. We are kettled, everyone.
Arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation.
Video voice.
Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. This is the New York City Police Department. Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. This is the New York City Police Department. Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians.
No, yours is like
missing. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway,
such as yourself,
you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law.
Hey!
This is the New York City Police Department.
That lady has nothing to do with this.
That pedestrians are not permitted
that
to
lady
walk
has
in the
nothing to
street
do
or
with
roadway.
this.
Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks.
Sergeant Marco.
Groups
little
of
Marco!
The sidewalk
hey, little Marco!
space is available for use by other pedestrians.
You're working for Trump now, little Marco!
If you obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. This is the New York City Police Department. Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. This is the New York City Police Department.
We heard it the first time.
Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway.
Such as yourself.
Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks.
Here, I need to go through here.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians.
Excuse me. I need to go. Excuse me. Live streamer here. Excuse me. Live streamer. Sorry.
More about just making a statement.
Back this way,
Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians.
Blah, blah, blah,
if you
blah, blah,
unlawfully
blah,
obstruct
blah, blah,
pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. This is the New York City Police Department. Please be advised that pedestrians are
I know what's going on, man. It is what's going on.
Are they looking to get arrested today?
I didn't plan on getting arrested. I don't know if my comrades did either.
Is this as far as the police are going to let them go?
You ask them. I would know. They would know better than I would. Donald, he's losing so much business right now. How do you guys feel about working for somebody who disseminates fake ISIS propaganda to smear political opponents? Does that even dabble on your mind? About the ethicality of your boss? Nah? Pays you well? Well, he's not here. How you doing? What's up, Matt? Vlad is in the studio. He's dealing with the Greek migrant shit, right? They're doing mass deportations back to. Yeah. Are they not letting...
All right, folks, welcome to Pakistan News Now, part of PakistanPhoenix.com. We are waiting for a Donald Trump live rally in Fountain Hills, Arizona. We're being told that is going to be delayed. Donald Trump is still in Phoenix right now. Right now, you are looking at live images of a Donald Trump protest in New York City.
All right, we got out of the press kettle. That yeah. Oh, dude, I got choice video of Lombardo assaulting a journalist, pulling the journalist off the sidewalk and into the street. Yeah. Oh, they pulled out pepper spray? I didn't get that. I wonder if any of our people got inside. We basically need some people to buy some hotels, some rich, well-endowed people to buy some hotels, and we could do a stealth little mission and shut it down from the inside. We could do that. I'm just giving you guys ideas. To all the haters out there, if you are mad that people are in the streets for Trump, you should take a good look in the mirror and ask yourself why people are out rallying against this gigantic douchebag.
I couldn't do this. No, sir.
Sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. This is the New York City Police Department. Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with utilizing the sidewalk must ensure
Officer Cortez of the SRG can't seem to understand or comprehend things. It's because he's gone deaf from that loudspeaker.
Placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. This is the New York City Police Department.
Right now, our very own Sky Fox is back up in the air in Fountain Hills, where protesters are still blocking the street here.
Fire department resources for this.
defeated. The people united.
Sorry.
Never be defeated.
We should bring a box.
This guy tortured people in Iraq. Yeah. Just know that.
Must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. This is the New York City Police Department. Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct.
A classic case of whodunit. Luckily, Jay chose Trident to help clean and protect his teeth, so he can claim his innocence with a convincing grin. That's it, Jay. They'll never know. Trident, cherish your teeth.
A violation of New York State criminal law. This is the New York City Police Department. Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State criminal law. Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited from obstructing sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use.
Are we going to Fox News or something? I think that's a good idea.
Sidewalks. Groups of pedestrians utilizing the sidewalk must ensure that sufficient space is available for use by other pedestrians. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State penal law. This is the New York City Police Department. Please be advised that pedestrians are not permitted to walk in the street or roadway. Pedestrians are also prohibited. If you unlawfully obstruct pedestrian traffic or walk in the street or roadway, you may be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct, a violation of New York State.
dude. So I got the other angle of the video. Lombardo pulled the press photographer off the sidewalk and into the street and into the sidewalk.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Posted as a response to mine. Some other journalist is giving me shit that I started recording late.
Yeah. No, well I did. I reported that too. I'm trying to get Vlad to clip it right now. I'm sorry. I know you guys haven't read that falling out. I'll talk to you later. So we got video of Lombardo pulling photographer off the sidewalk and into the street. Yeah, Keegan got it and I got it. We got it from two different angles. Welcome everybody to Fox 10 News Now, part of Fox10Phoenix.com. We are watching and waiting for Donald Trump, expected in the next 30 minutes in Fountain Hills. But as you can see, a lot of protesters have been disrupting traffic in Fountain Hills. Supporters trying to make their way
in June that was running for president here in Arizona. Polls have shown him ahead in every ago. Right now, Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, his main opposition for the Republican nomination for president. Cruz is about 12 points behind in Arizona. Of course, our
through Secret Service detail there to get inside, and then maybe double that amount, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 more on a lawn berm with about 100-foot grassy protection barrier in between, protected by a number of MCSO deputies.
While we wait for a better shot from our aerials,
Santos, we're going to try to go back to you.
We're looking at New York City right now as more Donald Trump protesters are taking to the streets.
Seems like cell phone service out here has been pretty tough, so you'll forgive me if we cut in and out here. I'm on my cell phone right now. We walked, I would say, about a quarter to half a mile down away from the park on Saguaro, so we're still on the same street, and there are about a dozen or more protesters that were originally part of the Puente organization's protest where the street blockade was, and people chained themselves to their cars and things like that. Because those roads were blocked off, these protesters, as well as some people trying to get to the Trump event, decided to walk because the roads were closed off. And we see a number of them with masks on their face, a number of them holding signs, one saying, "Send Trump back to reality TV," another one saying, "Speak love, not hate," and Trump, love Trump hate, and things like that. So they're marching, southbound on Saguaro towards the park here, their goal is to interact with some of the protesters here. We don't know how peaceful that may remain, even though that's their goal. But they're barely approaching at this moment right now the park area, so they're starting their interactions right now, and it could be a very tense situation because they're not happy. We interviewed a couple of them, and they were talking about how they don't want not even Trump to be president. Of course, they also don't want him in our state. They don't want him anywhere talking about immigration, the border, and things like that. So we got some very passionate people on their way to this rally, of course, who are strongly disagreeing with the Trump supporters who came out here since early this morning. Matt?
All right, thank you, Nico. They may march their way to that rally, but as our Bram Resnick mentioned, from inside, they're not going to be able to get very close to where Donald Trump will be speaking. MCSO and the Secret Service there setting up a number of barriers. You're looking at video here from NBC News correspondent Jacob Rascone. This about 45 minutes, an hour or so ago, as MCSO deputies cut away one of the Puente, Arizona protesters, picked that person up and carried that person away and chained him or herself to a vehicle out there. We know deputies have made at least 3 or 4 arrests so far this morning. They have forcibly towed a number of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Nico, are you still on the line? Okay, I apologize about that. They've gone ahead and towed 3-4 cars, trucks, SUVs. Shea Boulevard is back open. This by the Mayo Clinic at Palisades, also at State Route 87. However, the traffic backup is still quite intense. That traffic was completely stopped, all 3 lanes of Shea, for at least 2 hours. Now, this morning, some incredible video here from Jacob Rascone and NBC. We have crews on the ground in that area giving us a good insight into what people are seeing, whether it be the protesters or some of the Trump supporters. Can we take a look at that?
We're blocking entrance to this hate rally. That's what it's about. Love. Practice love, be better humans. Dump Trump.
You know, I would like to see Trump run against Hillary, but I can't take that chance that he might win. So I've got to be out here protesting. No. I'm sure Hillary can beat him, but...
No, I saw protests out here. Not all of you were blocking traffic.
No, I'm not.
You were on the sidewalk?
Yeah, I was not in the middle of the street, and most of my group is
Welcome
not
everybody
in
to
the middle
Fox
of the
10
street.
News Now, part of Fox10Phoenix.com. We are waiting for a Donald
Um,
Trump rally
and,
set to
a move
begin
on
in Fountain
Dr.
Hills.
So, no, we
Lots
we,
of
we stayed over
backups
here.
this morning and afternoon as
a group called Anonymous and some Palestinian
as you can
people
see here
came
from the
in, and
protesters
they were all wearing
earlier
black
they
and
were
black,
blocking streets
bandanas,
and
and
the
they all
supporters
came
were
in and started
unable
blocking the street. So
to come in. You can see this large backup right now. Donald Trump is not even at the site yet.
America great again.
Let's say that one more time.
Time to make America great again.
You know.
A number of different views from a number of different people who are stuck in traffic there as the anti-Trump protesters blocked off Shea in 2 different areas for about 2 hours this morning. We now go live to Nico Santos, who is with some of those protesters. Nico, what are they saying and where are you?
Matt, you're going to have to forgive me because I'm having trouble hearing you at this time. My earpiece is going in and out, but we're back in action with the camera here now, and we have some people that have joined here the Trump rally with their own form of protest. And I did want to ask you if you could explain
folks,
your signage here to us today.
Incredible afternoon it has already been.
Trump's
Welcome to the
running
Fox
for
10
president
News
very
Now
seriously.
streaming part of Fox
I'm quite afraid. His
we will be
rhetoric
streaming
sounds
the
of
Donald Trump
fascism
rally when
and
it
nationalism
does
and reminds
begin,
me
but as
of
I
the
was saying
things that
earlier,
Hitler said
it has
before
not
World War II.
even started
There's a number
yet,
of people
as you
here,
can
obviously,
see,
in the
so many
thousands right now that are here supporting Donald Trump, saying that he's the right person for the presidency because he's not a politician, because he doesn't answer to anybody.
Do none of those very own Sky Fox
details about
giving
this
us
candidate
great aerials of his backup
make you
now
feel
in
better
Fountain Hills at the
as him
site
on the ballot.
of the Donald Trump rally.
Words,
as, this
and what he says is toxic, it's racist. He is unprepared to be president of America, and he's misogynistic.
Protesters
profane.
tried to stop it.
I can't imagine a worse person running for president.
What happens?
So why did you come out today? What draw you out today to spread this message? Because this is a rally set up for Donald Trump and his supporters, but you have a different message.
Situation that's been unfolding the last hour and a half, last 90 minutes here on the Fox 10 News Now stream.
And we apologize, Nico Santos' signal there, kind of cutting out a little bit,
all
but he's
morning
giving us
long.
some insight into some of the anti-Donald Trump protesters who've been out on the streets there for hours. Live aerials from Sky 12 of the Donald Trump rally. This at Fountain Hills Park. Inside of that secured area on the top part of the screen, you have a few thousand people. And then on the outside, on the berm of a lawn there, you have many more thousands. One of those who is inside is State Senator John Kavanaugh. He is a Donald Trump supporter. He is there, and he joins me this morning on the phone. Senator Kavanaugh, thank you for joining me. Any update on when Donald Trump might be there and this rally could get started?
Well, the only word that we've gotten here, I'm behind the stage, is that he's en route.
Dylan, bracket time. Loser wears the suit. Lucky Gear, we got you. Gonzaga, Chopper's not...
Which is a generous term for them. I would call them anti-democracy fascists who are blocking the road, attempting to stop over 10,000 people who are peaceably assembled in Fountain Park in the hot sun waiting to hear a candidate. What a disgrace that these people would do this And the first thing that I'll be doing on Monday when I get to the legislature.
Thanks, everyone, for the tweets. I will be mentioning your tweets live on the air here as we wait for Donald Trump rally set to begin. So tweet me at my page Fox 10. Give me a follow as well. I appreciate everybody being part of the stream here. We got thousands of you guys watching worldwide as this Donald Trump protest
literally behind the stage between that and the fountain at Fountain Hills Park.
Now we're getting a podium shot right now, waiting for the Donald Trump rally.
Obviously, he's probably going to address these protesters, and as we've heard Donald Trump speak in the past, he'll not be too kind about it and will frankly speak his mind.
Set to begin.
I certainly hope he does to take these protests. And again, I don't call them protesters. I call them fascist demagogues. Protesters are what some people are doing on the periphery right now.
I will be mentioning your tweets live.
They're just
as
like
they come in, folks.
For Donald Trump, and that's fine. I respect that.
Thanks to Ann just tweeting me. She says, looks like tow truck owners are going to have a good day. Yeah, they were busy. They were busy
they're corrosive to our democratic
this morning and afternoon.
And we're going to pass laws to crack down on this. And maybe President Trump will pass a federal law too.
Were you surprised to see them?
So join the conversation, everybody.
On the way there, I know we've seen them at Donald Trump rallies all across the country.
Great that you guys are being so social this afternoon as we wait for the Donald Trump rally to begin.
Here because this is democracy. Fountain Hills is what's happening right now in Fountain Hills.
We know with these situations with the Donald Trump rally, they're never really on time. But this one should be considerable delay because of the protesters that we saw. Now, Arizona is not the only place where a Donald Trump protest is happening. Right now, New Yorkers are hitting the streets. Take a look at this. They've been marching for the last hour.
Literally behind the stage that you just
Let me know what you think about that.
Hills Park State
Here's
Senator.
another
Thanks
live
so much for your time this morning. I appreciate it. Stay
Arizona,
where we now want to join 12 News political insider Bram Resnick. Bram, I'm not sure if you just heard that, but the state senator Kavanaugh just mentioned that when he gets back to the Capitol on Monday, he wants to introduce a bill that would increase the penalty for disrupting campaign rallies. You've covered the State House here for a long time. Surprised by that at all?
I have no doubt State Senator John Kavanaugh will do that. These folks blocking in the streets, members of the Puente movement, they are mutual enemies. They just...
as well. Regular cars and trucks on the side of the road have pulled over to the left in that median, and the motorcade there, the dark-colored SUVs over on the right side. This looks like this is potentially Shea, maybe in the area where the protesters were earlier. It's normally about a 45-minute drive from downtown out to Fountain Hills, particularly with no traffic on a Saturday morning. Yet, as Bram alluded to, Donald Trump, known like many other White House candidates, to run late to rallies. That you get tied up, you do interviews with other news media, and things just take more time, or people just talk longer than they are expected to do. This rally set to start at 11 o'clock. It is now 11:43. 12 News is in continuous breaking news coverage of this rally in Fountain Hills and of the protest that had blocked Shea Boulevard in two different places. We were hearing at one point it could be from the group Puente, Arizona, yet we heard from one of the other protesters that potentially the group Anonymous and other protesters were involved too. We cannot confirm that information. That is just what we are hearing from some of the folks on the ground. But again, you're looking at live pictures from Sky 12 of Shea Boulevard and what we believe could very well be Donald Trump's motorcade, guided by police, sheriff's deputies, and Secret Service agents on the way from downtown Phoenix out to Fountain Hills. This is on Shea Boulevard, which was closed down for about 2 hours this morning, thanks to some protesters that we believe Donald Trump will have some less than kind words for once he gets to this rally. 12 News has confirmed that at least 3 of those protesters have been arrested. We'd hear that maybe 4 to 5 of them had gone ahead and chained themselves to their cars. They were cut from there, those cars, trucks, and SUVs, then towed on flatbed trailers. The motorcade there making a left and getting closer and closer to the rally. Police, sheriff's deputies, and Secret Service agents blocking off the road, trying to get Donald Trump to this rally where we believe there may be say up to 10,000 people in the vicinity ready to see Donald Trump, maybe 3,000 to 4,000 inside of a secure Secret Service area. And there we see some motorcycle, looks like law enforcement officers zipping by, one on the left side of the screen and another one trailing on the right side, potentially to go ahead and block the road. There goes another one to get ahead of this motorcade. That is what they do. They kind of, you should call it hopscotch, to go ahead and make sure everything is blocked off. Again, the Secret Service now in charge of Donald Trump's security detail. Everything is very planned. It is very thorough. These are the best agents in the country. They guide the president and they guide some of the presidential candidates, as they have been doing for decades here in the United States. Another turn for this motorcade, getting closer and closer to Fountain Hills Park. Again, we believe this is Donald Trump's motorcade finally making its way to Fountain Hills Park, where he's set to hold a rally. That rally was supposed to start at 11 o'clock this morning, obviously delayed for 45 minutes. We do not know if it was delayed because of the anti-Trump protesters who had blocked off 3 lanes, all of Shea Boulevard in 2 different places this morning, tied up traffic for 2 hours, or if the rally has been delayed simply because Donald Trump was running late, if his town hall downtown went long, or if he stayed chatting or doing whatever it is a presidential candidate does. You see law enforcement officers there on the motorbikes zipping past the Secret Service, we believe the Secret Service SUV, and some more of the details there. You see 2 SUVs that look very, very similar, along with 2 sedans that look similar. That's very typical Secret Service fashion, so that nobody knows exactly what unit the person they are protecting would be in. Our Nico Santos is live on the ground. He is at the rally and around some people there. It looks like it's shot maybe freezing. Nico, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we're seeing a lot of people at Fountain Hills Park, and they are on the outside. And it does look like we are having technical difficulties. Very hard to get a signal out of there because of the location of Fountain Hills, and also the fact that so many people, up to 10,000 of them, are there, and many of them are on their phone right there trying to figure out exactly what is going on. You're watching continuous breaking news coverage of this Donald Trump rally and the protest here in the Valley. These are some of the protesters' signs, we believe. This is at Fountain Hills Park. And what you should know is that there is a secure area where there's about 3,000 to 4,000 people. They have gone through Secret Service checks. And then there's also a safe area of about 100 feet or so, and then thousands of people on the outside. Our political insider, Bram Resnick, is inside of this. Bram, what are you seeing now? It looks like we're seeing a lot of protesters getting closer and closer to you.
Protesters.
Bram, are you there?
Matt, the protesters, this is a fairly large group of protesters, several dozen. I think you can see them now. They're carrying signs. They're moving into the berm area that's separated by that security barrier and marching right through that crowd of thousands. Signs on your screen, I believe. Protest signs. I saw a drawing of Hitler on one sign. They marched down Saguaro Drive, which we believed was blocked off, but they got through, and they are moving through this crowd very quickly. I don't know where their ultimate destination is, but again, several dozen protesters carrying signs, moving through this crowd of thousands, probably 5,000 I would estimate, on the berm. They are separated from the main area where the speech is taking place by a security barrier and then a large space of about 50 yards wide, large grassy space that keeps them at a distance. With the music blaring here, you can't hear what they're saying, although most people in the crowd now have turned around.
Welcome everybody to the Fox 10 News Now stream. If you're just joining us, what an afternoon we have already been having here in Arizona. Multiple sites of protesters block the streets. Let me I'm going to pull up that video and show you guys as we are waiting.
They're now entirely off the street.
As we are waiting for the Donald Trump rally set to begin. But this is what happened earlier today. Let me get that shot up there for you. Continue to tweet me at Mike Page, Fox 10. You can see there, right there on the screen. Give me a follow as well as we get you guys started here and ready for the Fountain Hills rally right here in Arizona. You can see in the top right of your screen, this is video playback of those protesters blocking streets in Arizona. I was State Route 87 and Shea. Janet saying for every 2 protesters, there are 100 supporters.
And as I look
Trump
to my
saying.
left, in the direction of where we expect Donald Trump, I see
Michael
what
saying,
looks
great
like
job,
a
Mike. We love
motorcade.
Phoenix and Scottsdale. Thanks
It
for watching.
appears
Thanks for
a
being part of the
motorcade
stream.
is coming with Donald Trump. Yes, here comes the motorcade. I know I may have let you down before, folks. Maybe you felt fooled, misled, but here comes the motorcade. Those are Pheonix PD, the motorcade, peeling off as they bring Donald Trump through a back way. They are separated from where this crowd is, the protesters are. We hear the crowd on the berm cheering. They can see the motorcade too, pulling in.
Here, as we take a look at live aerials of what you were
Dave
talking
Europa
about.
saying they stopped being protesters the moment they started to block traffic.
Secured area. Sky 12 showing you this. You
Kirk asking, what exactly are the messages from the protesters? Well, some of the signs said,
black, looks like 2 sedans and
stop
2 SUVs.
train.
Donald
Others
Trump, we
said,
assume, rightfully so, in one of those, slowly making its way
derail
over to
Trump
the stage
train and all this
behind
stuff.
the crowd. That is the secure area that you see on the right there. Live aerials from Sky 12. We apologize, they may go in.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your
Yeah, not sure about the 2 sections here.
And they just announced that Donald Trump has arrived.
Why there's,
He is in that
it looks like there's a
SUV.
lawn
He
here.
has his hat on. We presume it is his hat that he always wears that says "Make America Great Again." It is his campaign slogan. He's only about 50 minutes behind schedule, which if you look at other Donald Trump rallies with major protests and street blockades or not, is pretty much what is considered on time for him. He was in downtown Phoenix doing a town hall earlier this morning, and then he made his way over there. Some major protest on the streets. Shea Boulevard was blocked off in 2 areas, all 3 lanes of it. Those protesters, we can confirm 3 of them have been arrested this morning. And now we're trying to take a look at more aerials from Sky 12, the black SUV, the Secret Service escort for
Matt,
Donald
if I can jump in, Matt. It appears Trump's SUV has pulled up behind the stage. We expect him to emerge at any minute. Not sure it looks like he's going to say a few words, and I see Jeff DeWitt's family coming up behind him, his wife Marina.
Look at this crowd!
And do I see their daughters? I don't know.
What a great group of Americans we have today!
I see Jan Brewer in the background. Jan Brewer is here, talking to Sheriff Joe Arpaio right now.
Thank God that we have been given the gift of one of our brightest minds in our country, a true business success, the man who's going to make America great again. This is the proof of why more people have already voted in this election than all 2008 and 2012. Already, with 20 states to go, this and Donald Trump. We are so lucky to have him. I don't want to waste too much time before we get to him, but I'm going to introduce somebody else that's going to talk to you today.
Being here today with you in support of the next president of the United States, Donald Trump. You know, I've known Donald for a long time, and He is a man that I know has so much integrity, and he is such a thoughtful, kind person. But I will tell you, when you sit down with Donald and you talk to him, he listens, and he has listened to all of you. You know, we have a president who has failed the American people. And it's time for a change. And we here in Arizona we're going to propel Donald Trump to that seat. And you know, Donald has a terrific agenda. He has great initiative for bringing our economy back. He's going to grow jobs, and he is going to look out for the small business. He's going to restructure the tax structure. And not only that, he is going to build the fence. And we, all of us, we are the people. We are the people. Our votes count. And Donald Trump has over 2 million more votes than any of the other candidates, taking us into that primary. So we're going to have a big victory on Tuesday. And President Trump will be back to visit us. And we will be happy and we will be protected. So thank you all so very, very much for all your support. And I tell you, being here in Fountain Hill, is this not drop dead gorgeous? It's beautiful. And today we have with us the toughest sheriff in America. And Sheriff Joe is going to come up here and talk to you in his hometown. Please welcome Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
All right, thank you. America is now going to realize where Fountain Hills, Arizona is. And isn't it great that our next president picked this great town? Actually, don't tell anybody for security reasons, but you can see my house from here. So you know how close I am. My wife can see me on the porch. So thank you for coming. I know we had a little problem. Some demonstrators were trying to disrupt.
All right, there, folks. While we are waiting for
because of them,
the Donald Trump rally
set to begin, a little more sunshine, but we made it.
The main stage here. The supporters.
And 3 of them are in jail.
Lined up, ready to go.
So if they think they're going to intimidate you,
continue to tweet me on
the next president of the United States, not going to happen.
Right there on your screen.
Not in this town. Here. I'll tell you right now. So, let me just. I want to do this quick because our next president is
3
waiting.
3 people arrested so far from what we saw earlier today from
but
those
I want to
protesters.
just say a couple of things about Donald Trump. I've been involved in a lot of presidential campaigns, you know that. But I met Donald when he was here the first time in July. Thousands of people came out to see him. Thousands. And that's
okay, right now we can see Donald Trump coming.
And something gave me, my gut feeling told me
to the site for the rally.
Different.
This is happening live here, folks. We are waiting for Donald Trump.
And also, I'm a senior
way.
citizen. I'm not a psychiatrist or anything, but I do have gut feeling. And from day one, I knew this was the guy. This was the guy. Day one. And I've done some introductions of him across the country, and I'm so proud of him. I know all of you are, because at least we got somebody that's not afraid to speak out or is politically correct.
3 people
or doesn't
already
have
arrested
some great
today,
issues
and Trump
like
has not
illegal
even made his way to the
immigration.
stage. You are watching Fox
And
10
he
News
says he's
now,
going to
part of
build a
FoxTenPhoenix.com.
wall. Yeah, it's going to
We
be
are
built.
watching a live
And I'll
escort
tell you
happening
what,
right now for
if
Donald
they
Trump
don't
to make his
pay
way
for that wall,
to
then
the
we
stage.
should take away their foreign aid in Mexico, then they'll pay. And another thing, since I lived in Mexico and was a diplomatic attaché, and I've been overseas fighting drugs for many years, guess who the most important person is next to the president to deal with international affairs? That's the Secretary of State. So where was Hillary? How many times has she gone to say right now? But I want to introduce Donald Trump, our next president of the United States. Illegal immigration problem. And why would a former president, Vicente Fox, make vicious comments about someone running for president?
Y'all ready for this?
Oh, thank you, folks. Thank you very much, folks. Wow, what a crowd this is. Thank you all very much. What a great honor. Sheriff Joe, I want to thank you. You have some sheriff. There's no games with your sheriff, that's for sure. And Jan, thank you so much. And Jeff, boy, oh boy, we have such great support. And Tuesday is so important. We have a movement going on, folks. We've got to make that movement go forward. You have the establishment. They don't know what they're doing. They have no clue. They don't know how to win. They haven't won in a long time. They pick the people that they absolutely will never win with the people they talk about. Go out on Tuesday and vote. I will never let you down. Remember. And I want to tell you, you know, it's so much about illegal immigration, and so much has been mentioned about it and talked about it. And these politicians are all talk, no action. They're never going to do anything. They only picked it up because when I went and when I announced that I'm running for president, I said, you know, this country has a big, big problem with illegal immigration. And all of a sudden, we started talking about it. And then you had lots of bad things happening, crime all over the place. And for the first time, people saw what was going on. You had the killing of Kate. You had the killing of Jamil. You had so many killings, so much crime. Drugs pouring through the border. People are now seeing it. And you know what? We're going to build the wall, and we're going to stop it. It's going to end. I only wish these cameras, because there's nothing as dishonest as the media. That I can tell you. I only wish these cameras would spin around and show the kind of people that we have, the numbers of people that we have here. I just wish they'd for once do it, because you know what? We have a silent majority that's no longer so silent. It's now the loud, noisy majority, and we're going to be heard. We're going to be heard. So today on Drudge, one of the very big stories were the border agents They say they support Trump, that Trump is the only one running that has their backs, okay? And they can do the job, but they don't get support from the politicians. Now, why? I'm self-funding my campaign. I'm putting up my own money. These guys are all, I look at them all up and down. We started off with 17. We're down now to 3. Don't we love that? Don't we love it? Don't we love it? We lost the future of the Republican Party last Tuesday in Florida. You know that. He was the future. He was the future of the Republican Party, except I won Florida in a landslide because people are tired of what the politicians are doing to our country. Remember that. They're tired of it. They're sick and tired of it. So we're going to make change, but it's not going to be Obama change. Remember Obama? Change. This is going to be real change. And we're going to have a border. And unless you have a border, you don't have a country, folks. You don't have a country. Remember that. Now, in addition, and we'll go through a list of things very quickly because, frankly, it doesn't take a long time. We're going to end Common Core. We're going to bring education. Will be local. Everybody wants it. We don't want our children educated by bureaucrats from Washington, D.C. So we end Common Core education local. We're going to terminate Obamacare. We're going to repeal it and replace it with great health care for far less money. That's going to happen. That is going to happen. We are going to protect our Second Amendment. Our Second Amendment. Remember, it's under siege like you've never seen before, and we are going to protect it. You know, in Paris, which has the toughest gun laws of the world, no tougher gun laws than Paris. France, tough. Guess what? 130 people dead. No bullets were going in the opposite direction. It was just boom, boom, boom. Same thing happened in California. 14 people, radicalized people. She probably radicalized him. They went in and killed 14 people that they worked with, supposedly that they liked. It's not going to happen anymore, folks. It's not going to happen. We're going to be smart. We're going to be vigilant. We're going to be the smart people. We're going to know what we're doing. We're going to be proud of our country again. Our military is depleted. Our military is exhausted. We don't replenish. We take, we don't replenish. We send the best equipment in the world over to wherever we're sending it. We don't even know. I don't even think we know where we're sending it. And a bullet gets fired in the air, and the people we send the equipment to, they flee, and the enemy takes over this great equipment, and they have better equipment than we do, and they're using our equipment. Those days are done. Those days are done. We are going to rebuild our military. It's going to be bigger and better and stronger than ever. And hopefully, nobody, and hopefully we're not going to have to use it, but I guarantee you this, nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to mess with us anymore. All right? Nobody. I love you too. I love you too. I love you. You know, I love this country. I have such a spot in my heart for this country. The people are so amazing. No matter where we go, we have crowds like this. I mean, this is a pretty big one. In Alabama, we had 35,000 people. Oklahoma, no matter where we go, we have these massive crowds. And by the way, are we winning or what? Look at the numbers. Man. You know, it's really amazing. To me, it's really amazing. We've won now, I think, 21 states, okay? 21. And we've won in massive, massive landslides. Started with New Hampshire. I wasn't supposed to win New Hampshire. Ted Cruz, can you believe it? He wasn't born in our country, folks. He was born in Canada. He's weak on immigration. He's in favor of amnesty. He shouldn't even be in the same category with the people that we're talking about. But Ted Cruz was supposed to win, but definitely was going to win in South Carolina. So I go to New Hampshire. We win in a massive landslide. We go to South Carolina where you have the evangelicals. Now, 68%. But you know, Lion Ted, we call him Lion Ted. Lion Ted. So Lion Ted comes up with the Bible high, and he's going with the Bible. He puts it down, and he starts lying. And you know what? The evangelicals don't like liars. So we go into South Carolina. That was his stronghold. That was going to be an easy victory. And Trump wins it in a landslide, right? In a landslide. And then one after another, we go in, we win Nevada, landslide. We win the SEC, we did so great. And then we had a great day on Tuesday. You know that we won 5. And then I hear Cruz the other day, and he's going, I'm the only one that can stop Trump. I'm the only one. You ever hear this guy? I'm the only one. I beat him 5 times. And I said, well, wait a minute. I beat him 20 times. What's going on? Lion Ted. He's Lion Ted. And, you know, I'll tell you, Kasich is a nice guy, but honestly, very weak on illegal immigration. That's the end of him, certainly as far as Pheonix is concerned. And as far as Arizona is concerned, Kasich is very, very weak, as you know. And, you know, there's another thing that I don't like. He approved NAFTA. When you approve NAFTA, a lot of your businesses that left, and he's in favor of TPP, and so, by the way, is Ted Cruz. TPP is a disaster. It's got Trans-Pacific Partnership. It's a disaster. It's going to take your businesses away. It's going to decimate the automobile industry. You don't want it. You don't need it. We will make great deals. Once I get into office, we will make great deals, but not with massive amounts of countries. You do them one at a time, folks, one at a time, one at a time. One at a time, and if they misbehave and if they don't treat us properly, we terminate and we put them in the shed, and then maybe they come back. So crazy. You know, I built a great company, a massive company, a fantastic company, and I did my filings, and they were so unhappy when they saw it. They thought, maybe it's not so good. It's a phenomenal company, some of the great assets of the world, of the world. Very little debt, very, very tremendous cash flow, all of these things. And I say it not at a bragging, I say it, you know what, folks? Bottom line, this is the kind of mentality we need in this country, at least for a while. At least for a while. We have $19 trillion in debt. 19 trillion. Who knows even what a trillion is? You know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you never even heard the term. We have $19 trillion in debt, going to 21. They just approved a budget, which is a disaster, the omnibus. They call it the omnibus budget, right? It is a total disaster. It funds Obamacare. It funds Syrians coming into the United States. We have no idea who they are. It funds illegal immigrants coming in and through your border, right through Pheonix and right through, it comes right through Arizona. All of these things are funded with the budget that they approved. And I think it took them like 12 minutes to approve the budget. Not going to happen anymore, folks. Not going to happen anymore. So here's the story, bottom line. The bottom line. It is, first of all, it's great to be with you. This is incredible. We expected, and this was just set up recently, and we had, by the way, last night, I don't know if you saw, we had an unbelievable evening in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I hope they go with us. I hope they go with us. I said, we have to stop there. We stopped, and we had an amazing evening there. But let me just tell you, and the way I finish is very simple. Our country is not winning anymore. Our trade is a disaster. China it's one of the great robberies in the history of the world, what China has done to our country. China has been rebuilt because of the money and the jobs we've lost and the money that we've given them. We have rebuilt China. And they know it. I have many friends from China. I don't have any objection to China. I think it's wonderful. I'm angry at our people, not their people. If you can get away with it, of $500 billion a year, folks, we got to get smart. I have Carl Icahn. I have the greatest negotiators in the world. I have the greatest business people in the world. They've all endorsed me. They say Trump's the only one that knows what corporate inversion is. You look at the corporate inversions, companies, Pfizer, great company. Pfizer just announced they're leaving, the great drug company. Thousands of jobs. They're going to Ireland. Many companies, as you know, are going to Mexico. Carrier Air Conditioner, Nabisco, Ford. Where are they going? They're going to Mexico. Mexico, mark my words, Mexico is a small version of China. And we better get smart, and we better get smart quickly. So, you know, I tell this story, and it's sort of obvious, but it relates to a lot of things. Now, my wife and my daughter Ivanka said to me, act presidential. Act presidential. Like in the last debate, I acted presidential, okay? I acted. I didn't hit little Marco, and I didn't hit Lion Ted. I didn't want to hit him. I wanted to really impress my daughter and my wife, and I said, all right, I'll act. And I won the debate. You know, I've won every single debate according to the online polls. I don't know. Because I know that Cruz is a good debater, but he can't talk. You know, he talks to you. Hey, wah, hey. Not the right guy. Not the right guy. He's not going to be the right guy. And he's not going anywhere, so it's not going to happen. The only one that can go, and I say we make it before the convention, by the way. It's a lot of nonsense. You have these stiffs like a Mitt Romney. The guy's a total stiff. Did he let us down? This guy is a loser. Did he let us down? I mean... Here's a guy, goes up, he's so devastated, he forgot to campaign in the final month. He gave it to Obama. Believe me, that election, I'm going to beat Hillary so badly, but let me just tell you, beating Obama 4 years ago was easier than beating Hillary Clinton now, believe me, and Mitt Romney choked, pure and simple. He choked like a dog, and that's not going to happen. That doesn't happen with me. So here's the story. Here's the story. We're going to tell our companies, come on back, folks. Come on back. You left. We had incompetent leadership. You left. And they're not going to come back. They're going to say, we're not coming back. Why should we? We're in Mexico. We're all over the place. Here's what we have to do. You know, Jeb Bush would say, he is not a conservative. I'm conservative, folks, but I'm also like smart. You know, smart. Hey, look, Jeb spent $48 million in New Hampshire. I spent $2 million. I won in a landslide. He was number 6. I mean, give me a break, okay? Give me a break. He is not a conservative. I am a conservative, but, you know, they get me on trade because they say he's not a free trader. I'm a free trader, but it's got to be smart trade. It's got to be good for us, not bad for us, okay? And if our incompetent politicians use political hacks to negotiate trade deals, people that have no clue about money or deals, that have not read The Art of the Deal, in all fairness, and don't intend to. It's not of interest to them. Look at John Kerry. Look at the deal he made with Iran. One of the worst deals ever negotiated. One of the worst deals ever negotiated. Look at, it's a disgrace. It's an embarrassment. By the way, on that deal, we should have never, ever even started until they give our prisoners back. You know that. We should have had them back years ago, and once they got back, we should have gone in and told them, oh, by the way, the $150 billion, sorry, folks. We're a debtor nation, folks. We owe $19 trillion. We don't have it. Sorry, you're not getting the money. And you know what? After about 2 days of turmoil, we would have saved, believe me, $150 billion, okay? That deal is such an embarrassment. Well, our trade deals are just like that. Our trade deals, Sergeant Bergdahl, 5 for 1, right? We get Bergdahl, they get 5, who's a traitor. We get Bergdahl, they get 5 of the great killers that they've coveted for a period of 9 years, and they got them. And those guys are now back on the battlefield trying to kill us all, and we got a traitor. Big deal. But that's the way. And by the way, a traitor that supposedly 5 or 6 young, beautiful soldiers were killed trying to find them and get them back, okay? That's our deals. That's the way we negotiate. Not going to happen anymore, okay? Not going to happen anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell our wonderful businesses that deserted us, they left us, and I'm not even blaming them. They had no reason not to, because nobody talks to them. Do you think anybody went to Carrier and said, listen, you're letting all of these people go, you're moving to Mexico, please don't do it, here's the deal. They don't do that. So they move into Mexico, and I would say, whether it's me, I want to do it myself. I know it's not presidential. It's not presidential. It's not presidential for the President of the United States to call up the head of Carrier. Hello, this is the President. But I don't care. It's so much fun for me. I love doing it. Please don't take that away. Please don't take that away from me. I love deals. So whether it's me or one of my killers, because oh, do I know them? I know the great ones. I know the bad ones. I know the overrated ones. I know the ones you've never heard of that are better than all of them. But whether it's one of these killers or whether it's me, but let me do it, okay? At least with Carrier, please. So I call up. They say the President of the United States calling for the head of Carrier. Get him on the phone. I say, listen, here's the story. Good luck in Mexico. Enjoy your stay. But here's the story. You let go of 1,400 great people that helped build your company, and I really love, by the way, I love the pictures of your new facility. Here's the story. Every single air conditioning unit that you make, every single one, as it crosses the border, and we're going to have a real border because we're going to have a wall. We're going to have a real border, okay? We're going to have a big, beautiful wall that nobody's crossing, and nobody's going underneath either, by the way, just in case you had any questions. Don't worry about the tunnel stuff. Nobody's going over it or under it. And we're going to have, by the way, a big, beautiful door. And people are going to come into our country, but they're going to come into our country legally. 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 So I tell the head of Carrier, every single unit that you make in Mexico and you sell in the United States, we're going to put a 35% tax on that unit. And I hope it works out well for you folks. And here's what's going to happen. They're going to have lobbyists call me, but I didn't take any of their money. They're going to have special interests call me, but I didn't take any of their money. They're going to have donors, but I didn't take any of their money. I don't give a damn for them, folks. I care for you. And here's what's going to happen. Within 24 hours of that phone call, the head of Carrier and Ford and so many other companies. I mean, you just take a look. I could give you a list. I could read them out all day. The head of Nabisco, leaving Chicago with their big plant, moving to Mexico. No more Oreos for us. I'm not eating Oreos anymore, I guarantee. So here's what's going to happen, folks. I will get a call within 24 hours, and he will say to me, head of Carrier, Mr. President, we've decided to stay in the United States. I said, thank you very much. Build your plant anywhere. I don't even care if you don't build it in Pheonix or in Arizona. I want it in the United States, right? Right? We want it in the United States. And it's going to happen a lot. And here's the story. We are going to start winning again. We're not winning anymore. We don't win at anything. We don't win at anything. We don't win with our military. We can't beat ISIS. How about our great general, George Patton? I love George Patton. He's too tough. He could never be a general now. He's too tough. He's not politically correct. We got to stop with this political correct. And by the way, chipping away, just like I said, they're chipping away at the Second Amendment. They're chipping away at Christianity. They're chipping away at our religions. We're not going to have it anymore. It comes Christmas time. We're going to see signs up that say, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Okay, remember it. Remember it. So, we have become so politically correct that we're totally impotent as a country. It's not happening anymore. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to rebuild our military. We're going to knock the hell out of ISIS, and we're going to come back and rebuild our country. We're going to rebuild our country. Our military is going to be so strong and so respected, and we're going to buy the right equipment. We're not going to buy equipment that was gotten because somebody at that company that sold the equipment had political connections to these characters that I run against. We are going to have a great military, and we are going to finally take care of our great veterans. We're going to take care of them. So we're going to win with the military. We're going to win with the men. Well, thank you very much. Look at you. Thank you. USA is right. USA. USA. Thank you. So, folks, we're going to start winning again. We're going to win with our military. We're going to win for our vets, right? We're going to win for our vets, right? We're going to win for our vets. We're going to win with education. We're going to win by knocking the hell out of Obamacare, terminating it, coming up with something much less expensive, much better. We are going to win in every aspect of our lives. We're going to win so much. We're going to win with our Second Amendment. We're going to win big league with our Second Amendment. We are going to keep winning at every level. We're going to win so much that you're going to come and you're going to say, Mr. President, we're winning too much. I can't stand it anymore. And I'm going to say, I don't care. And you know where we're really going to wear? This is for the people of Phoenix, for the people of Arizona. We're really going to win at our border. We are going to win at our border. And we're going to build the wall. And ladies and gentlemen, I love you. You have to go out. You have to vote on Tuesday. You will never be disappointed with me. I'm not going to disappoint you. We are going to bring our country back. We are going to take our country back. We are going to have victories again. You are going to be so proud of your family, yourself, your president, and your country. We are going to win again all the time. Thank you very much. I love you. I love you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
And now a word from our sponsor.
I'd like to stick garden gnomes in this building.
Yeah, I guess you would.
Oh, hi. Death will find you soon. Not sure you'll be remembered. You're the devil. A little boy has like 1,000 freckles, and everybody's all, ooh, like there's goobers on his bod. I'm done listening.
You know, Ted's always kind of freaky. He eats hair, human hair. He's the first one to say, let's go out and eat hair.
It's wonderful now and again.
See?
Hair. If there's one thing our country doesn't need more of, it's goose diarrhea. I heard you got orange rugs here.
That's a lie.
Hey, could you cut me a rug here?
A rug?
Yeah, an orange one.
No, we don't make them.
I know. This one's a classic. Jordan the Centipede taught me a card trick. Thank you. You got happy cheer. Ooh, look. I went down to the summer camp and took a can of gasoline.
Don't light the cabins on fire.
I wish I couldn't, but it's too late.
Oh, doesn't that mean you go to jail?
No, because I ran away. You know what? I just love to twerk. Holla, 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 holla. I've been testing out some new campaign slogans that are a little less obvious. I need a bogle for the glotch. Stop volution. Your face isn't my face. That old man just took your spork. If you want boyfriend time, then you must be a girlfriend. I hate pervy records. I want to use that. I made a hole and then barfed on the beach. I made a hole and then barfed on the beach. I made a hole and then barfed on the beach. This great nation's like a pork pie. Juicy America. Gabe? Hey, who hates cigarettes?
I do.
Hooray for you. You know, originally Heidi wanted to marry a different fella. She wanted Herbert Spinecki.
Yeah, he was into football. Herbert was beautiful. I mean, he was just always very open and sensuous with me, you know? Like on the weekend, he'd bring fruit and lay by the fire with me and tell me I looked like a French model.
What? Why'd you even tell them that?
Yeah, he's still a really close friend, the Spinecki.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. He's in the kitchen right now.
Wait, he's here?
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
What does this mean? Yeah, whatever. At least I know she's mine. I don't want to ask who the baby daddy. I know it's him. I need a bogle for the glotch.
Don't make us kiss now.
Every day.
Now we take you to the first Democratic debate highlights.
This woman makes dynamite beans.
I do. Pinto. Pinto.
Yeah, they're Pintos. Ask Anderson. And let me say something about those beans as well. Okay, moving on. Governor O'Malley, during birth, how do babies exit the mother's body? Wait, so the babies come out somehow. Wait, I just gotta think, how? It's a simple question. Where do babies come out of the mommies? I believe that most come, I would say that there was a way that they move from the interior to the up into the uvula. Can I help you? I don't like how she stares. It's super creepy, and I think I can say where babies came from without you blinking at me. I'm serious, you need to stop, okay? Have fun in staring class.
I have a foam finger. You ready?
Aha, Secretary Clinton just activated a noun challenge. Senator Sanders, you have 13 seconds to list 10 nouns, starting now. Okay. Grizzly, cute squirrel, bugs, coffin, pig, smoothie, ghost, heavy kid. Come on, Bernie, think. Oh, time's up for Colonel Sanders. Hey, look, I see a dead person. Oh, really? Where? He's got your eyes.
He shouldn't have said that. Golly jeepers, there's no doubt about it. I like to start with a vacant face.
Wait, Anderson, I got more. Bench, match, performer, pony, gremlin, chocolate, cinnamon. No, Bernie, that game's over, remember? What's that? We just did this. I'll punch you. Anderson, I'm all disappointed. I spent $5 on a piñata, and I wanted to have that bull, and then they bring me this weird Firebird and set it up there, and I said, hey, you better give me it, or I'll shove somebody. Hey, everyone, do you know him? No. No, I do not.
Not at all.
Yeah, okay. Jimmy, I'm sure you'll make a friend someday. A friend that doesn't treat you like human waste. Poop. Jimmy, Shush, Jimmy. Shupta, okay? Okay, on to the next question. Should I get a scooter?
Hey, the white boy thinks it's scooter time.
The ride's gonna be scary, Anderson, because it's freeing. And, I don't know where you're gonna be riding. Mainly to the cleaners. Yeah, right. Oh. Cool. So you're having a dream that it's your birthday. You see the frozen cake, and you want to go and dump it all over someone, yet everyone there is a fancy butler. What do you do?
Well, I want to have 3 lunch bags in my car, and I'll punch a pin in that one. That one weird bag that made a Reuben too big to fit. Why'd you guys bring them up?
I heard his heart could blow up. And also, look at his knuckles. I wonder what that means.
You know, I'm very happy to have mold and pimples on the left side of my leg and asparagus on the other side.
Okay, now it's time for Drawing Corner, where the candidates talk about the drawings they made earlier in the evening. I guess we'll start with you, Senator Sanders.
This is a red high chair. I want to have a baby so I can bop it with the sharp peanut shell.
Okay, that's freaking weird. Governor Chafee.
My drawing's neat, pal. I drawed this little kid who smashed his nose because I think that's hysterical.
Yeah, that picture's great. Senator Webb.
Okay, there it is. That's it. What it looks like is a robber that stole fruit in a brownie. Now the dummy gave all his milk away.
Okay, that didn't happen.
You bet it didn't.
Governor O'Malley, let's see yours.
This is a cup with eyes that flash, and some of y'all cannot afford one.
Expensive cup with eyes. Yeah, that's great. Secretary Clinton.
I drew this bird that shoots a man in his peewee, and I think that it really should have more wizards.
Hey, Anderson, I need to say my poem. I went trespassing in the forest, fishy, fishy jumps. Dead monkey peeped the rhino, and I had to bounce. Old hot dogs are juicy enough to drink. I love these beans. Destroy the mysteries and then go fight Chewbacca.
You know, you can hardly tell that's a toupee from this angle.
Governor Mike Huckabee, how was your summer?
It was dope, like your pretty gelled head.
Oh, thank you. I'm getting it permed.
Hey, all you freaks are bozos, but who's this Mindy?
Oh, an old friend, actually. She's great.
Okay, you have to be joking. She pooped on the treadmill.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's her.
Governor Christie, when you were younger, what was your favorite childhood snack?
I just wanted regular potatoes. But guess what? So did other people. I wanted the most, so I'm like...
You just froze a baby.
I wanted the most.
You just froze a baby.
I did not.
Genital warts. You touched a genital wart. You can't touch it.
Wait, hey, guys, hey. All right,
You're
enough.
a wart toucher.
Stop saying that.
Mr. Trump.
Well, I have a pigeon. Lucas Don Velour. I always take it shopping because I want to and because it's got health. Whatever, look, it's a thing the tuna melt does to me.
Senator Cruz.
You shouldn't say the S word.
What?
Well, we could just go out and collect a dead swan, and then I will drink a sorority's goldfish.
Moving on, let's hear from Dr. Carson.
Now, this piece, I think it goes like that. And this one, no, this piece goes over here. It's part of the tree.
Carson!
Oh, see,
what you working on?
A puzzle. I don't know how to do this, actually.
Hey, we can move on. You're not missing any playtime.
America.
Governor Bush.
What?
How would you get a dead mouse on a crescent roll with some steak?
With some steak, I would fork it. However, if a pit bull is loose in your house, then you'll find me stiff on the bed because I'll always throw up.
You'll have 13 seconds to make a closing statement in the form of a short song. And Governor Christie, you're first.
Well, think about the time we bought you an ice cream and a cookie. Rented that Lambo so we could go buy milk when we played hooky. And that was our ride, we rode it around. Yeah, mama, it was good. Till we hit that boy in the pink golf shirt with the pepper spray tan, and he laid down on the concrete.
Senator Ted Cruz.
Rabies and bunnies, let me think about it for a second over here. First thing I need are 2 sticks and an ivy, and then I can just dance in my little paper hat you bought me.
That's weird.
Senator Marco Rubio.
My father was a bald tiger. And he took the bad guy walking in the sunshine. The big intestine's about to drip. Me, I just like to pound the shrimp. I own a parrot that doesn't drink.
Governor Kasich, how about you?
If Britain invaded us, you'd get a fancy mouth and you'd drink on the job every day. Oh no, we could give them cheese, or we could give them Christmas pants. Mr. Trump, closing statement song. I took Johnny's pogo, kid, I pogo greater. They got 5 of the meaner reindeer still sitting there waiting. We have a big bird walking in the jungle crying in a tree. Scoobity-dee, listen to me, don't go around the tuna.
Governor Scott Walker.
I might have a whiff, yeah, hooty-doo. Why are dormant wives adorable? I might even have a piece of corn and I'm gonna make a fortune. Yeah, this beat's got me so baller now. That's right, see I can flow.
And now, Dr. Carson.
Not ready. Oh, here we go. I see one little wee wee, yeah, every mouse has a weenie. And if we could catch a little mouse, man, then we could see some little feet too. Thank you.
Live in Arizona. That's coming up in just about 3 hours from now. Hope everyone has a great day.
All right, we'll be back around 6 or so Eastern time. That relating to everybody's mood. It was getting a little cranky in the chat there. So we'll be back around 6. We'll have Joe Rice, Oregon 3%, Jason Fantatino, maybe a couple other people join us then. So see you then.